What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the podcast, or welcome if you are new. For these next videos, I'm going to be doing a series. It's going to be a 3-part series, so 3 videos. This is going to be the first video. In today's episode, I'm going to be talking about feeling positive. In the next episode, I'm going to be talking about why you're feeling numb. And in the third episode, I'm going to be talking about how to process your emotions. So this series is like a feeling series. We're going to get all up in our feelings, okay? And that is a good thing. You want to be able to feel whatever it is you're feeling. I'm really excited for this series. I hope that you're excited for this series. So stay tuned and make sure that you watch every single video. So get your healthy snacks ready, get some herbal tea, get some fresh juice. I had my fruit already. I already had my little snack because I can't eat while I'm doing the podcast. I just can't eat while I'm talking. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so nowadays everybody's so obsessed with being positive all the time. And you might have an idea of what being positive all the time looks like. You might think that feeling positive means feeling happy, full of joy, and at peace all the time, just smiling. But that's further from the truth. You've probably heard that feeling sad, feeling hurt, feeling angry is negative. But it's actually not. It's being positive, which leads to feeling positive. And once you understand that, once you get that, everything changes. You've heard lies about being positive and feeling positive. We've been taught that being positive means smiling all the time, being happy all the time, saying yes to other people all the time, always having good vibes, thinking good vibes. But let's keep it real, though, because life is not always like that. We're human. We have all of these feelings for a reason: anger, sadness. We're not happy all the time, and none of it makes you negative. None of those feelings make you negative. Feeling any of those emotions doesn't make you negative. What's actually very unhealthy is you pretending that those feelings don't exist, is not allowing yourself to feel those emotions. Because when you ignore those emotions and you bottle them all up and numb yourself through substances or use some type of distractions, they don't disappear. They only build up, and eventually they will surface back up 10 times worse, and then you won't know how to deal with them. When you allow yourself to feel, you're actually being real with yourself. You're not hiding, you're not performing, you're not pretending to be okay when you're actually not. You're feeling, you're expressing the real you, and that takes strength. A lot of people think they're weak for feeling too much, for being too emotional, for feeling sad, for crying, but it actually takes more strength to sit with your emotions than to run from them. So if you've ever felt bad for feeling sad, for feeling angry, you are not a bad person for feeling those emotions. You're a human being. You don't want to suppress those emotions, but you don't want those emotions to control you. Being sad, being angry, feeling guilty, they're not the best type of feelings. They do make you feel bad. They might make you act all crazy, but that doesn't mean you're crazy. That doesn't mean you're a bad person for saying things or feeling things, but don't say them to other people. Don't say something or do something to another person that you know you will regret. There's healthy ways to release those emotions: journaling, meditating, talking to yourself, screaming, crying. You want to feel those emotions. You want to let it out in any way, in a healthy way, because you don't want those emotions to control you. Something might make you sad for a while, it might make you angry, but you want to process them as fast as you can. That way you just let it go, because you might say, okay, I'll just feel it later. I'll feel it later. I'm doing something now. I'm busy. No, if you feel some type of way in that moment, you feel some type of way in that moment. If you feel like crying, cry. Whatever it is, let it out. And it might take a while. It might take a couple of hours, a couple of days, a couple of exercises, but honestly the most you want to give it is a week, because after that then you're letting those emotions control you, control your life, and you don't want that. You don't want to fall into this hole and then end up feeling negative because of those emotions, thinking negatively, speaking negatively, just feeling negatively about yourself and other people. You want to acknowledge those feelings, but you don't want to become them. And honestly, that's the same with happiness. To a certain extent, you want to be happy about something, because when you're stuck on just that, then you don't allow other happiness to come into your life, if that makes sense. Like, be happy, you're grateful for it, but you want to be able to make room for other happiness. That's not the only happiness you're going to experience. You're going to experience more happiness. You want to manifest more happiness. Just because you feel anger doesn't make you an angry person. Just because you feel sad doesn't make you a sad person. Those emotions do not define you. And instead of reacting immediately, sit with yourself and feel those emotions. Don't push it away for later. Don't say something or do something. Don't act out of those emotions. Sit with them and process them. Ask yourself things like, why do I feel this way? And what is this emotion trying to tell me? Because you learn from everything. You learn from experiences. You learn from emotions. It might be something that's triggering you. So you pay attention to that. You go in, look inside into the root cause, and it might be some healing that you need to do for a certain trauma. Your emotions aren't random. They are messages. So what can you do when you're feeling these type of emotions? Let me tell you. You want to let them out in ways that are not hurting other people or yourself. Spend time with yourself. Talk to yourself. Journal everything you're thinking. Don't filter it. Journal everything that you are feeling. Just write it all out. Exactly how you're feeling. Exactly what you're thinking. Go for a walk, especially in nature. Touch some trees. Touch some flowers. Look up at the sky. Look at the clouds. Cry if you need to, scream if you need to. Sit in silence just by yourself. Turn on a candle. None of those toxic candles. I have like those stick candles. I don't have one near me, but you know what I'm talking about? Turn on an incense, some Palo Santo, get your crystals with you. Pray, do a little prayer, move your body, dance if you want to, do a little exercise, go on a little walk like I said, do some yoga. Yoga's great, honestly. I love it, and there's certain poses that actually really help me release emotions that are stored in some parts of my body. It doesn't mean you have to go to a yoga class, you guys, okay? I just go on YouTube, I look up some yoga videos, and I do the thing. Do whatever helps you release what you're holding on to, the emotions that you're holding on to. Don't be afraid to let them out. Let them out, because when you don't let them out, you're hurting yourself. It's not self-love. Holding everything inside you that hurts you. That's what will turn into emotional burnout, because feeling is self-love. A lot of people don't talk about this. You probably haven't heard this, that feeling is self-love. You're not judging yourself. You're not judging your emotions. You're not worried about other people judging you for your emotions. You're just being. You're feeling. You're not abandoning yourself in hard moments, in the good and the bad. No matter what, you want to show up for yourself. And that's fucking powerful, dude. That is self-care. That is self-love. A lot of people only tell themselves that they love themselves and show themselves love during the good parts, not the bad parts. And it's in those bad parts when you need to show up for you. That's you being like, I'm here for me no matter what. I love me through everything. You shouldn't love yourself only when you feel good. You want to love yourself even when you don't feel good, because real self-love is loving yourself through everything. The highs, the lows, the clarity, the confusion, the joy, and the pain. The goal isn't to stay stuck in a certain emotion forever. It's to process them, feel them, release them, by expressing them in any healthy way, and then let them go. Let's say you probably are an angry person. People get under your skin quickly. You react negatively. People make you mad. You have to think about it that it's not other people making you mad. You're allowing yourself to get mad, and you let that anger consume you. And that's because you haven't let out anger in healthy ways, especially. You probably clap back, you scream back, you argue back. You want to let go in a healthy way. When you start letting go of that anger, you get angry less and less. I'm not saying you're never going to feel anger. You might. We go through life. We experience things. We might get angry here and there, but you will get angry less and less. People won't get under your skin easily because you just don't care. There's a lot of things that we allow ourselves to feel because of other people, because we're judging ourselves, we're trying to defend ourselves, or we're trying to make other people see us how we see us. What matters is what we feel about ourselves. Who cares what other people say? You shouldn't care about other people's judgments or opinions. Listen to your internal voice and do what feels right. When you let yourself fully experience an emotion, it passes by faster. But when you suppress it, it lingers. That's when it stays in your body. That's when it affects your energy. It affects your mindset and your peace. So let yourself feel. Don't hold on to these emotions longer than you need to. You're not meant to be happy all the time. That's just not life. That's not how life works. You're meant to be real. And being real means feeling everything. The good, the bad. So stop thinking that being positive means ignoring certain emotions. Being positive means honoring your emotions, all of them. Feeling is not a weakness. Feeling is not negative. Feeling is healing. Feeling is self-love. If this episode resonated with you, give it a like. Let me know. Or if you feel that somebody else might need to listen to this episode, send it over to them. And like I said, this is going to be a 3-part series. I don't have a name of the series, but it's just going to be all about feelings. I really hope that this episode helps you to see your feelings, to see you for the real you, you and to make you see yourself who is feeling any certain emotion and is positive for actually feeling them. Don't let any feeling define you. You are not a certain feeling. You're just human experiencing things and trying your best and loving yourself through it all. Start loving yourself through everything. I really hope you enjoyed this episode. Thank you so much for watching or listening to this episode. Stay tuned for the next episode because I'm going to be talking about why you're feeling numb. I'll talk to you guys in the next episode. Peace.